Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to take a look at your pet and how they view and see you. So how your pet sees you. Now, this is a little different for me because I've never done one of these before, but I really felt led to recently just because I have an amazing connection with my own pets, and I do truly see them oftentimes as spirit guides, and they will often reveal themselves that way, and you'll know when they do. So again, if you have a very special connection with your pet, it could be that your pet maybe wants to get a message across to you via this reading. So if you have not, as of yet, chosen a crystal or a card on the table, go ahead and do that now. There are timestamps down below where you can go directly to the portion of the video that's going to give you an up close and personal look at the cards and the crystals up close on the screen. You can pause anywhere on that screen in order to maybe extend your selection process if you feel that you need to. There's meditation music there as well, so that way you can kind of ease into choosing. And if at any point you feel led to intuitively maybe to pick more than one pile, then by all means, please do what you feel you need to do. Choose more than one if you feel intuitively led to, right? Because trusting your intuition is always going to be highly encouraged here. These readings are also timeless, so whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime later down the road, whenever it's placed into your awareness and you feel that intuitive nudge to watch, there may indeed be a message here for you. Nonetheless, what I always try to remind everybody is that I can't possibly expect to connect with each and every one of you that clicks on this video, although I hope that some of you managed to find a message here. But if you don't, let's say, maybe have some fun exploring my channel. I have so many pick a card readings I've done on a variety of different topics. I'm pretty sure you might come across something in the mix there instead that has what you are looking for at this time. Because again, I trust that the universe is always going to guide you right and true to the messages that you seek when you need them most on your journey. So with all that being said, Star Family, let's go ahead and go directly to your reading of choice. Hello, pile number 1 viewers. You chose Malachite for your crystal. I'm going to put that there. This is your card. There is a message on the back of this, and I will be sure to incorporate this into the reading as I get more cards on the table. We are looking at your pet and how they view you, right? How do they see you? And maybe we can somehow get a message from them to you as well, right? And this is me coming from the understanding that, you know, a lot of times our pets aren't just pets. They, whether you realize it or not in the moment, they are oftentimes spirit guides. It's learned this through personal experience because some of the encounters and experiences I've had with my own pets and how they've come into my life, it's just too magical. There's no way that they could not be. Do you see what I'm saying? And then I've had other confirmations after the fact. So if you feel at any point your pet, like the connection, the bond that you have is beyond just a pet relationship and a pet and mommy and dad relationship, if you know what I mean, and you feel that they are something more than just a beautiful furry creature, right, in some way, or feathered creature or scaly creature, right? I don't want to discriminate. But if you feel in any way that they are definitely more than just an animal, okay, then, you know, there might be a message here for you. So let's go ahead and find out how your pet views you. Pile number 1 viewers. I have the Good Karma Tarot I want to start with. Let's see how your pet views you. How do they see you? Let's see if we can get a message. Okay, so we have the Hangman, or Hangwoman in this case, right? Let's see, we have, did I have the whole, I think I have the whole deck upside down. We have the World, and I don't read reversed, but let's see, we have the 3 of Wands. Fascinating. Okay. The reason why I don't read reverse, in case some of you are new and don't know, the reason why is because, for one, I personally, when I go into a museum, let's say I'm just using this as an example, but personally, like me, when I go into a museum, right, I don't see paintings, because it is art on the table via card form. I don't see paintings on the wall hung upside down in order to understand them better, right? That's just my take on it. Now, there are plenty of shadow aspected and nuanced cards within the deck that can give a certain situation, scenario, that's coming through via the cards, a tone, a shadow aspected tone if there needs to be. And I trust that if a shadow aspect card needs to come through to give that or deliver that tone to the reading, that it will definitely show up for me. You see what I'm saying? And there's plenty of them in there. So anyhow, with that being said, that's just my personal view on it. The Hangman energy is where you're kind of in a standstill, right? You're kind of on hold, and your pet is like wondering, Mom, Dad, right? You're kind of in a healing period or a hold period. You haven't been doing much or taking much action, and maybe you've been kind of meditating on some things in your life, and they see you as very contemplative. Okay, that's what the Hangman is giving me. Contemplation, they see you as very pensive and thoughtful. You could also be going through a spiritual awakening of some sort, and they are seeing this taking place, and the feeling that they want to get across to you is let it run its course, right? Because sometimes we're placed on hold with the Hangman and we're waiting for something, and we're wondering when things are going to shift and change, but it's really because we need to work through this energy first, allow the enlightenment to come, right, on its own time. And the world energy is here is a beautiful indication that there's a major shift taking place in your life. And they feel, looking at you, they've seen how much you have evolved in your personal journey, and you've leveled up with that world card, because it does talk about a successful conclusion or completion of a cycle. It also talks about graduation. So whether it's literal or figurative or spiritual, right? In some way you have leveled up and you've gained some form of enlightenment, and that is coming through with the Hangman and the world card. So the feeling is here, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you have taken this journey, that you've worked through whatever uncomfortable situation that maybe life has put you through, because I've seen you do that, right? I've seen you work through that energy, maybe through that shadow. I've seen you healed. I've seen you level up. And this is something that, like, from the outside looking in, I'm in awe of, okay, is the feeling here. So your pet sees you as somebody who is resilient and accomplished and can really get through anything, get through any uncomfortable situation, and come out on top with that world energy, come out successful on the other side of it. And the feeling is here with that Three of Wands, like they've seen you do the work, right? Because the Three of Wands is that energy where, you've made the decisions you've needed to make, you've chosen the paths that you've needed to choose in the Two of Wands, and now you're kind of progressing to the next stage where you're waiting for the result of your choices to come through. That's why it's an energy of waiting for your ships to come in, right? So the feeling is here, your pet loves you and is proud of you and sees you as their world, right? With the world energy. And they see you as this highly evolved being. And they're proud to say that, they're part of your family in that way. But they want you with the Three of Wands to start looking towards the future, to be expectant of good things to come. Kind of feels like they know something you don't, okay? They see that something's up ahead for you. And the Three of Wands energy can be a future forward card, because it talks about something up ahead that you can't quite see on the horizon yet, but and sense it's coming. So your pet may be picking up on the vibe that there are things happening for you that maybe right now in this moment you can't quite make out. But they know, it kind of is this feeling, or they know that good things are happening for you. Good things are coming for you. You've closed something out in your journey successfully. You've leveled up from those experiences, and you've come full circle in some way with the world, and they've watched, right? They've watched you go through this, and they've seen your resilience and your patience, even through the most uncomfortable of situations with the Hangman. But they also see how you've grown through the process of this, and the leveling up and perspective that you have gained, even in those, kind of tight situations that life has put you through. The feeling is here, they see something up ahead in your journey as a spirit guide, let's say. If you resonate with them being a guide, the feeling is that they see something up ahead for you in the journey. You may not get the full picture or full scope of it, because sometimes a hangman can talk about that we don't get the full picture because we're in the middle of or the thick of something. But they know what's up ahead for you. And the feeling is to try to get excited about your future because they're excited for you. They've helped to guide you and be a companion to you as you've gone through this healing, awakening, leveling up journey. And there are things that are up ahead for you that are going to help you reach new peaks of success. And they want you to get excited about living. They want you to find more adventure in your life as well. Maybe you're not getting enough of it. Hangman energy can be a very non-action oriented card where it's just like doing a lot of nothing. Sometimes life puts us in that holding space, right? But they want you to start coming out of that. It's this feeling of, Mom, Dad, you're too closed up. You're home too much. You need to go out there with that 3 of Wands and you need to explore. There's a whole world out there waiting for you, right? Go out and explore it. And the feeling is here, I love being with you. I love spending time with you, but you also have to go live, right? Get outside, explore, travel. Take me with you if you can. But there's a whole brave, big world out there that they want you to have fun exploring, because the 3 Wands can talk about exploration, expansion, and growth. And we see that you've done that here because we know that the Hangman has gone through something spiritual. Oftentimes it can talk of a spiritual healing, awakening, enlightenment, and shift in perspective. The world talks about your leveling up, your growth, and your success. And they see that, you've gone through all these wonderful things, but now it's time to go have some fun and explore after the fact, and to get out of your shell or come out of your shell a little bit. Get outdoors more. Maybe they would like to go outdoors more with you, is also the feeling this is giving me. So maybe they would like to, take more walks or do more fun activities outside if possible. Maybe you're already doing those things, but the feeling is with the 3 of Wands to go a little further than your local park when it comes to, exploring the world around you or doing a fun activity. The world wants to see more, and so does the 3 of Wands. Because the 3 of Wands is an energy wants to explore what's beyond it. And it knows that there's a whole world out there, right? And if you look at the energy, that 3 of Wands is kind of looking in the direction of the World card. So some of you with that Hangman might be homebodies, and you're and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're a little bit more on the introvert side. But your pets are like, Mom, you got to get, Mom, Dad, you got to get out more. You got to go, go live, go have fun, explore, have more adventures. Take me with you if you can. Get out there. Do things that make you feel alive and kind of ignite your passions in some way also. Because the feeling is here that it's time to. It's time. That incubation period, that period of healing, or that period of kind of like staying indoors. And a lot of us were on lockdown for the last few years, but, some of us, even in the midst of that lockdown, we kind of got used to life being that way. Well, this is about kind of coming out of the cocoon for you. So it's like they want to see you come out of your shell, come out of your cocoon, do fun things, explore the world around you, take them with you, see where it leads. And they also want you to get excited about the blessings that are up and coming for you, all the new exciting things and paths you will take. And they want you to get excited about your future and all the hard work that you've put into those things that you love and that you're passionate about with the Wands energy, that the return on your investment is incoming is also what they want to get across to you. Like those things are coming back to you because you already did the legwork to substantiate them. Now it's a matter of them coming towards you now, coming your way. Like you're going to receive the return on your investment successfully with the World card, because I feel like you've already prepared for it. You've already made the decisions leading up to that. It's just a matter of time before these things start coming your way. That Hangman energy is saying that you've had clarity, you've gotten clarity and had some big realizations recently in your journey and it's helping to help you, right, to look at the world through a different lens. And they're proud of you for that. They want you to continue to do that and be optimistic about what lies ahead for you. Okay, because the feeling is here, they sense and see something on the horizon that maybe right now in your journey with the Hangman, you're not fully in a position yet to see, but they're proud of you. They know that your good is coming. Okay, all those things that you have set your intention toward, that you have worked hard toward, that you've been waiting patiently for, they see these good things coming your way. And they're coming about in a very, successful way where you're going to feel like you're achieving something. You're going to feel like triumphant in a way, right? With the World card. You're going to feel good about where life is taking you. And the feeling is that they want you to get excited for that. Okay, that's the feeling. They want you to get excited for all the good things to come. Okay, so I want to see what this card says. Okay, bear with me here while I try to read this. It's very small. It says, walk the old paths, walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. Holy cow, that would be the Hangman energy, because he is hung upside down from a tree to kind of gain enlightenment and see things from a different angle. Holy cow, that is definitely confirming, right? And look at the crown chakra energy lit. We have the eye, which is a symbol like the third eye being opened as well. So you've leveled up in your spiritual journey. We know that. And we know that you're kind of leaving the old with the world energy. Things are concluding and changing for you. And you're shifting out of the old. You're stepping into new territory with that world energy, because it brings things to a close. Like I said, a successful conclusion. So we know that you're successfully concluding a cycle in your journey, and it's time now to look forward to new things, new territory. I think that totally applies. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if we can get one of these cards. By the way, this is the Forest Fae Oracle, and this here is the Whispering Woods. So let's see if we can get another card for you, pile number 1 viewers. Start living your best life, right? It's time to get out there, do more, and pursue your passions, pursue the things that help you feel like you're thriving, right? Let's see here. It says, grounded, keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees, right? Whenever we think of tree energy, that is, again, being deeply rooted. So no matter what life throws at you, you bend so you don't break, right? But it's also an energy of reaching new heights, because trees grow, they touch, they try to reach, or metaphorically, they look like they're touching the sky. Right? So this is also, to me, falling in line with the energy of the world. So you're about to achieve things. You're about to reach new heights in your journey, new levels of growth. And the feeling is here, you're secure with that deeply rooted energy. You're secure moving forward into this new chapter of your journey, and your pet is saying, yeah, get excited for these great things to come, because you're good. It's all well. And they want to see you, right, achieve the things that you've been passionate about, and that you've been setting your intention toward, because you're fully capable here. And you're also moving into this brand new territory. It may feel like you're headed into the unknown, but it's really just leading you to all the things that you've been intending or putting in the work to attract with that 3 of Wands. So look forward to your future, is what this is saying. And your pets are saying, yeah, I'm excited for you. All right. Let's see. This is the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. I'm going to use this kind of as a final message for this reading. Oh, look at that. Chihuahuas. Oh my God, they're my favorite. Surrender. Let it go. Let go of those things in the past. Look forward to the future, right? Surrender to the journey. Surrender to the unknown. Trust that you are deeply rooted, grounded, and safe, and that you're leveling up in ways that are going to help you to reach new heights in your journey, and to get excited about that. I will be using the dice to get additional messages for you to conclude this reading as well. So if you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice to get angel numbers. I use 3. So the angel numbers, when they show up, they can confirm a lot of what I've already said in this reading and or provide you with messages maybe that you need on a personal level. I don't give you a source to look up because one, it could be one you don't like. 2, I never want to imply that one source is better over another because there's many on the internet. I'm pretty sure you'll come across one that you enjoy or that you resonate with. Go with that. And I want you to take the journey because sometimes when you do that for yourself, you come across other synchronicity, serendipity that spirit needs you to find. I would never want to rob you of that magic and taking that journey or having that experience. That's why I don't give you an interpretation of the number. Likewise, I try to, remind everybody to refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We don't ever want to rob anybody of finding that magic for themselves. Okay. So let's see what angel number comes up for you for this reading. All right. So we have 4. 4, 5, and 8. So 458 is your angel number. I'm going to put that big in the screen for you so you can see it a little bit better. Go ahead and research that number, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive readings that I put out for members only. You could also support what I do here by visiting my Etsy shop and store. I do have an Etsy store. The link is down below in the description box. I have handmade crystal jewelry, crafts when I can get to them on my free time, all things that I make by hand. I have that there. I also have personal readings upon my availability, which at times can be very limited, but I try my best to get personal readings out for those who are interested. So visit my shop, see what's there, and you can literally book a reading at any time. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 2, you chose the strawberry quartz for your crystal. This is your card. There's a card on the back of this, and I will be sure to incorporate it into the reading as I get more cards on the table for you. We are looking at your pet, how they see you, how they view you. Now, if you're like me, you might have a strong connection to your pet. You might see them as more than just a furry baby, right? You might see them as a spirit guide. And oftentimes, they will reveal themselves to you in that way via very special circumstances. So some of you may have had very unique encounters and experiences with them that confirm this to you. So what we are looking at is a message of how they see you and maybe a message from them to you as well, right? So let's go ahead and get the reading started. I have the Good Karma Tarot, and I'm going to be using a few cards here. So let's see, 3 cards for you to help get a message from your pet and to take a look at how they see you, right? How they view you. Pile number 2, how your pet views you, sees you. Message from them. Let's see. All right. So we have the Strength. Wow, the 10 of Coins. It's beautiful. And the Queen of Swords. And her energy has been coming up a lot in readings. But, I do appreciate her so much. This is saying to me that they see you as a badass, okay? Like very strong, resilient, determined. And not only are you strong, secure, a fighter with that strength energy, right? And you also have this really heightened awareness about you and maybe about them. So they know that you have a vision, or you're able to pick up on energy, maybe pick up on their energy, and they love that because there's also giving me the vibe of, like with the Queen of Swords, some kind of telepathic communication that maybe you and your pet have with one another. Like you just know, right? And they're able to communicate that way with you too. But anyway, they see you as this tough badass, basically. But at the same time, even with that tough exterior, or this strength that you exude, you are like everything to them. And that's coming through from the 10 of Coins. Like you literally are everything to them. You not only are strong, but you're also so like loving, all encompassing, in a sense that you're tough, but you're so loving at the same time. And it's almost like this I don't I guess juxtaposition in a way, right? I guess that's the right word. It's like this juxtaposition where it's like you're the epitome of strength, resilience, but yet you have the biggest heart for them, the biggest love, the biggest passion for them too, right? Because I always look at the lion energy as being a little bit, passionate. So you could be like literally obsessed with their cuteness. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of us as pet owners, we could be kind of obsessed with our pets in that way. We just want to love them so much. But they see you as like, yeah, this tough stuff, because they've watched you go through your journey while they've been in your life. They've watched you come up and face your fears with the Strength card. They've watched you step into your power with the Queen of Swords. They've seen you go through your struggles and your fears and all these things, and they see how tough you are. But then that 10 of Coins is like, at the same time, you just make them feel so loved, so secure. That 10 of Coins energy, 10 of Pentacles, is family, it's home, right? It's providing, it's setting a healthy, happy, safe, secure foundation for them. So it's like you're a beautiful juxtaposition of love and strength, fearlessness, right? And love, right? You're intimidating sometimes, because the Queen of Swords can be, but damn, you have a heart of gold, right? That's the energy of the 10 of Coins. That's how they see you. And they love that you're passionate about them, that you're passionate about, the way that you dote on them, the way that you provide for them, the way that you care about them. So you might, with the 10 of Coins, you might spoil them a bit, right? But it's because you literally love them so much, right? Also, that beautiful energy of like telepathy, being able to like read what they need, read their body language, or kind of, you're emotionally intelligent in that way where you're able to just pick up on their vibe and what they need. They love that, because they don't need to verbally speak for you to understand how they feel or what they need. Also, they love that you're super protective of them. I get that vibe over here with the Queen of Swords and the Strength. Like, you would move a mountain for them. You would protect them with your life if you had to. And they just appreciate that so much. You are literally the center of their world, okay, with the 10 of Coins, because you make them feel safe, secure, and so cherished and loved. You dote on them, you spoil them, and they appreciate that. And it's this feeling of, I know my mom and my dad would do anything for me. I use that word because we're pet parents in a way, right? I know some people get weirded out by that, but I mean, I have a human child myself, but I also have my little fur babies too. Either way, I'm a parent, I'm a mom. So I know a lot of you can resonate with that as pet owners. Either way, you're a mom, because you're taking care of this beautiful little creature that needs your support, needs your love, needs your care, right? And you're responsible for this little life in that way. So it does make you a parent. So I just feel like with your baby, it's like they love how you have that intellectual, emotionally intelligent, I guess, connection with them, that telepathic vibe. They love that you can pick up on all of that. When they need something, you can just sense it, and you take action to make sure they have everything that they need, and they just appreciate that so much. You spoil them, and they love that too. So yeah, they look at you as, that's my family, with that 10 of Coins energy. You're their family. You're everything to them. And that they can trust you to provide for them, take care of them. You're reliable that way. You would never let them go without, and they love that. They appreciate that so much. But the biggest thing that they appreciate is the fact that you could just sense what they need when they need it, and you have that connection that way. And also the feeling is also that they're proud of you. They're proud of you. They're so proud of you. Again, the first thing that I felt was that there's just this amazing balance, right? Between tough, strong, fearlessness, resilience, like you're literally a spiritual badass in some way. But yet you're also so soft and gentle and loving and nurturing and family oriented, right? It's just, you're a warrior when you need to be. You're a fighter. You're a fighter when you need to be, and you're a lover also when you need to be at the same time. You know, they say, oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter. No, you literally are a fighter, and they appreciate that. You're a fighter when you need to be, but you're also a lover at the same time. So it's beautiful balance is what this is saying. I also feel like for some of you, you stepped in when at a time in their journey when they were scared. Because the Strength card can also talk about overcoming fears. So the feeling is with these cards, you stepped in to provide them a home or to give them what they needed to fulfill their needs at a time when they needed it the most and when they were scared. You came in with your sword and you literally saved the day. You cut them free because it's the sword of truth. It also cuts through things. So you set them free in some way and you gave them everything with that 10 of coins that they needed at a time where they were facing their biggest fears. So there's this feeling of saving them. Okay. So I don't know if some of you had rescued them. Maybe your pet is an air sign or a Leo. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over here. We have the Strength card, which is Leo. So depending on when your pet was born, it could be an air sign or a Leo. Maybe that's your energy coming through as well. But the feeling is you came to save the day. You gave them the stability with the 10 of coins. You fulfilled all their needs. You gave them the loving home, family, and environment with that 10 of coins that they needed at a time where they were so scared of what was going to happen to them. And you saw them. And you came through to fulfill a need in that moment for them. And again, it's just this overwhelming gratitude from them. And even though it might have been a little bit tough, right? They might have been a handful at first. Okay. You stuck it out. You stuck it out with them. You didn't give up on them is also the feeling coming through here. And they never had anybody do that for them before. So the feeling is here. Pile number 2, viewers, you know, in their eyes, in your pet's eyes, you are the real MVP. You really are. You comforted them. You gave them nurturing. You gave them stability, right? You made them a priority. You helped them to feel safe when they needed it. And they love that. They're grateful for that. And also, it kind of feels like they paid it forward too, because through their companionship, right, they provided that support maybe at a time when you were struggling with something with the Strength. So you kind of became that support system for each other. And maybe that's why you do have a telepathic bond and connection with the Queen of Swords energy, because you know you forged that bond for some of you in that moment where you kind of saved each other, right? I love this. Wow. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can find out what this card says. This is the Forest Fae Oracle. Okay, so the Honey Mother. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Right? So you're that mothering, loving energy, right? That parental figure that I was talking about for them. And it says sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest form. So I don't know if your pet is on the smaller side, but there's some magic that they brought into your life when you met, when you arrived into each other's journey in that way. So that's beautiful. And also honey is a symbol of the sun. That ties in very well with the Leo energy. The sun is a symbol of success, and honey is also the fruit of one's labor, right? The fruit of your hard work. So I don't know, I'm getting the vibes of like a community. I don't know if you had I guess a community maybe help bring you and your pet together. Maybe that's somebody you know, right? Maybe you visited your local shelter. I don't know, but it's like a community of people working together to bring you and them into each other's path. Because worker bees, right? But either way, it's like there's such a sweetness that comes from the honey energy. It talks about a sweet life. It talks about success. It talks about high vibe, good vibe energy because it's associated to the sun. So again, their life has been nothing but sweet, okay, since you became their parent. And maybe you are sweet to them, right? That's why it says honey mother. You brought magic into their life, that likewise they have brought magic into yours. And it's just been nothing but love. Okay, so I like that. All right, let's see if we can get another card. I have the Whispering Woods Oracle as well. Then I'm going to finish off with the Divine Dog Wisdom cards, okay, as a final message. All right, what do we have here? Look at that. Risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. So I have to wonder if pile number 2, maybe you took a risk on adopting them or bringing them into your home and into your life. Like I felt that for some of you, you know, it was an adoption situation where it's like at their most vulnerable time, you took them in, you gave them the home, you rescued them, you cut them free or set them free from a situation. You took a risk in that way. Or maybe you weren't prepared to maybe have a pet and they somehow came into your life, but you took the risk and brought them into your life anyway. And, you know, you grew together. It says learn to grow wherever you're planted. And that's probably where that bond is coming from, right? A difficult situation, you make the most of it, you take a risk and you bonded, and now there's that beautiful telepathic connection I was picking up from the Queen of Swords that you guys forged together. And it's been nothing but sweet ever since. Okay, so let's see if we can get a final message here from the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. Ooh, let's see here. I just want one. And these are a little hard to shuffle because they're on the bigger side. Oh, also I just heard trust yourself because they trust you. Whoa. That's fascinating. Trust yourself because they trust you. So if they trust you, you should be trusting yourself. Okay, they literally trust you with their life. So if they trust you, then you should trust yourself. Okay. All right, wow. All right, what do we have here? Yeah, look at that. Endurance. Keep your eye on the ball. All right. I don't know. Okay, real quick. I don't know if some of you pile number 2 viewers are about to take a risk, but maybe with the Strength card, you're scared. But the Queen of Swords is coming through to you know, ask for you to step into that feeling of determination that you can do anything, you can accomplish anything, because at the end of the day, you're a badass, like your pet was saying. That 10 of Coins is a beautiful energy of like, you know, wealth, prosperity, abundance, and coming into your blessings. And you can, you know, this is saying keep your eye on the prize because you're about to step into something beautiful here with the 10 of Coins possibly. But it's also saying to you to trust yourself if it comes to taking a risk. If that's you right now, that's the message they want to get across. Trust yourself to take the risk because they trust you. And if they can trust you with their life, then you should be able to trust yourself to take the risk in your life where you feel necessary. All right. Not only that, the endurance energy is saying that you've endured so much and they're proud of you. And that beautiful juxtaposition I was feeling of, you know, fearlessness and love and strength and badassness and warrior and then lover and fighter at the same time, right? Like, it's just, again, confirming the endurance that you have to accomplish and do anything. And they love that about you. So that's how they see you, like that you can do anything. You can accomplish anything. You're just, it's this feeling of you're invincible. They see you as invincible. And they always have an eye on you. Like I was picking up the eye energy here, right? Which is, this, you know, symbolic of clarity, epiphany, having the third eye open. But I also feel like they're always watching you. They're always looking over you, protecting you, right? You're the ball in that case to them. You're the thing that they always have their eye on. So there's just also a feeling of very protective energy when it comes to them, right? From them towards you. You're very protective of them as well with that Queen of Swords energy, but I also feel like they're very protective of you. Okay. And that you guys have endured so much together as well. But again, that's where the bond was formed, through that, right? Through that journey of kind of being there for one another in that way. So let's see what angel numbers come up for you, pile number 2 viewers. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice to get additional messages via the angel numbers that show up through the dice. I don't give you a source to research a number because I don't want to ever imply that one source is better over another, right? There's a lot on the internet. I say trust the one that you feel most connected to. Go with that. I never want to imply also that one source is better over another, again, because there's plenty on the internet. I trust that you will find one that you connect with. And I don't want to rob you of the experience of taking the journey to find the number interpretation for yourself, because along the journey, you might come across other things, synchronicities, serendipity that you need to find. If I gave you a shortcut, I would literally rob you of that experience. Don't want to be responsible for that. That's why I don't give it to you. Likewise, I don't want anybody to rob someone else of taking that journey by putting the number interpretation in the comment section. So please refrain from doing that. Again, we never want to rob anybody of finding that magic, synchronicity, serendipity for themselves. So let's see what angel number comes up for you, pile number 2 viewers. All right, so we have 3, 0. Whoa, that is a 5. I don't know if you can see that there. So that is a 5. So 305 is your angel number. I'm going to put that bigger in the screen for you so you can get a better look at it. Go ahead and look that up, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership as well for exclusive content that I put out for members only. You could also consider maybe supporting my channel via my Etsy store. I do have an Etsy shop. The link is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, crafts that I make on my free time, as well as personal readings as well. When my availability permits. My availability can be very limited at times, but I always try my best to get readings out when I have the chance for those who are interested. So if you are, just visit my shop whenever you feel led to. You might find a reading there. So much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 3 viewers, you chose this really cool piece of rutilated quartz for your reading. This is your card. There's a message on the back of this, so I'll be sure to incorporate this into the reading as I get more cards on the table. This particular deck is the Forest Fae Oracle. But to get your reading started, I'm going to use the Good Karma Tarot. We're going to be looking at how your pet views you, how they see you, and maybe we can also get an additional message perhaps from them to you. Now, if you're like me, you have probably a strong bond and connection with your pets, and in certain instances or circumstances, some of you might view them as more of a spirit guide, and oftentimes if they are, they will reveal that to you. You'll have experiences that will kind of confirm that notion. Okay, so for a lot of us, they're definitely more than just furry friends, right? In that way. So let's see what comes up for you. Pile number 3 viewers in regards to your pet and how they view you, how they see you. Maybe we could get an additional message from them to you as well. Let's see. Now number 3, how your pet views you and sees you. So we have the Tower, whoa, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Cups. Oh my gosh, that 6 of Cups is so cute. All right, so I don't know. I feel like their energy, right, is coming through in the 6 of Cups, because it's saying that they have an affinity for you. Like it's literally a connection. You might also have a love for the certain pet that you have. Like maybe you've always had an affinity for that type of pet. But they have a strong bond and kindred spirit energy with you over here with the 6 of Cups. So they see you as soul family. They see you as a soul connection. They see you as having that bond. And that what you share is very special in that way. Because it's an energy of giving. Oftentimes you can see the little girl and the little boy in this card giving each other something, like handing each other a gift and sharing in moments that create beautiful memories. So the feeling is here, like, you know, they love to share the connection with you, and they receive a gift from that bond and connection that you share. You might also feel that you receive a loving, you know, gift every time you're with them. But it feels like they might have come into your journey at a time when you were going through a lot of changes in your life. And it feels like they helped to kind of guide you through that shift and change with the Tower energy. These 2 cards do speak about change, and sometimes those changes are unexpected with the Tower. It comes in kind of out of nowhere. It shakes things up to wake things up in one's life, but it also helps clear the path for, with the Wheel of Fortune, positive shifts and changes to occur. And it could have been that there was something sudden, unexpected that collided their path with yours, or put you on the path to have them in your life as a pet. But they're grateful for the connection, and the feeling is here. You know, even though the situation might have been a little haphazard with the Tower energy, unexpected, and maybe something unanticipated, nonetheless, I'm thankful for that event with the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune bringing us together and having our paths collide. Okay, because they're happy that they found you and that you found them. Also, the 6 of Cups is this feeling of, I didn't know what I was missing until I met you. Is also the feeling of the 6 of Cups. I didn't know what I was missing until I met you. Yeah, that's interesting to me. So yeah, the feeling is here. I don't know if you and your pet kind of collided paths in a very unusual way, or there were, maybe it was an emergency type of situation. Either way, whatever happened put you on the path to one another, but here you are, right? And they're so grateful. They're so grateful for, they wouldn't change a thing. In other words, they wouldn't take it back. If there was some dramatic circumstances that brought you together in some way, they wouldn't change a thing, because they know that it was still going to lead to you, right? They wouldn't. They're happy that it led to you in some way, because with that Wheel of Fortune, you changed their life. You definitely changed their life. You kind of turned a negative situation, or a situation that was very shocking and disturbing for them. You changed that into a positive for them. And whatever traumatic event happened to them, it led to you. And they'll always be grateful for that. I also feel like for some of you, your pet coming into your life was also a catalyst for a lot of changes. And something about, with the 6 of Cups, talks about healing childhood wounds. So I don't know for some of you if the current pet that you have right now reminds you of one that you had in your childhood. But either way, it's like the love, the unconditional love and support that they provide is some type of healing medicine for perhaps a childhood wound in your life. They kind of helped remedy that, or they're doing that right now as we speak. Also, the feeling is here with the Six of Cups. Sometimes they see you as dwelling on the past and everything that you've been through. Especially with the Six of Cups, because it can talk about nostalgia and memories. And if you recently have been through a major shift and change in your life, part of you are still kind of reflecting on that. And they see you go through this major shift in your life, maybe a dismantling with that tower energy of things that weren't working. And they see you go through these changes, but you're still kind of reminiscing about things and about how they could have been done differently, or maybe looking back on everything, hindsight, and seeing where it's led you. And the feeling is here being a support system to you as you go through these changes, as you learn to put the past behind you, and you kind of look at the past and all that you've been through a different set of eyes. It's like they're helping to be that support system. I do want to grab another card because I'm curious. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, with that 10 of Wands, you probably have a lot on your plate and things are changing for you at the same time. And it's like that Six of Cups is saying, you know, your pet's coming through to say not to think so much about the past, because that is all those things of the past, those difficult energies, all the struggle you've been through with the 10 of Wands, all those things that weigh you down, that's falling off. That's falling away. And they want to be that support system for you as you go through that. That support energy is coming from the Six, right? It's because it's a healing medicine energy of like love and affinity for you, right? In that way. It is a soulmate connection. So your pet is definitely your soulmate, but they're here right now in your journey to help you get through whatever it is that you're experiencing. We have 10, we have 2 10s. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the 10 of Wands. We have the Tower. The Tower is a card of change and transition. So is the Wheel. And the 10 is a card of endings. So you have 1, 2, 3 cards of endings and conclusions. And then you have 2 cards of major shifts and changes. And your pet is seeing you go through these shifts and changes in your life. And they're like, you know, I'm here to support you as you go through that and to ease, right? Ease the burden of whatever you're experiencing. So the feeling is here, let me love you. Let me kind of ease the weight, right? To kind of take that from you. Because I don't know how, how it is for you, but I could have the shittiest day in the world and I would come home to my pet and, they kind of soothe me and let me know that the world is still a good place and that it's going to get better. They just have the ability to do that. And that Six of Cups is coming through saying, your pet is looking at you go through all this. And yeah, things are shifting and changing. And maybe you have no idea where life is taking you at this time. Maybe some things with the Wheel of Fortune are up in the air. And there's been a lot of disruption. And you've been managing so much, right? But the feeling is that's coming through. Let me be that thing that kind of takes the weight off of your shoulders, right? I want to see what's underneath the deck. Just a hidden influence, right? Yeah, it's crazy because that's another card of being in the in-between. 2 of Swords. You might have some choices to make. Maybe something that's going to redirect your path in another direction. That might be very overwhelming with, for you with that 10 of Wands energy. But for some of you, your pet just wants to be that support as you make important shifts, make important decisions that are going to maybe become catalysts for change and shifts in your life at this time. They want to support you to kind of ease your emotional state or your, your overall sense of being. They want to help be that medicine, that balm for you as you go through these major changes in your life and as you decide the paths moving forward. Because that's what they're here for, is what the message is that they're trying to say. You're in some kind of in-between with that Two of Swords. Some kind of liminal space between the old and the new, right? And all those things that are approaching you. And it can feel a little shaky at first because you don't know where you fit in right now in the journey or where life is taking you. But that Six of Cups is, to me, their energy, and it's coming through to say, I'm here to make it okay. I'm here to let you know that it's going to be okay. So whenever you have a stressful day and you felt that the weight is on, the whole world, the weight of the world is on your shoulder, basically, let me help kind of alleviate that for you. Let me help you kind of not to think about it in a way. Let me help kind of be a distraction for you, in a sense. Because the Two of Swords can kind of be that, right? You have the blindfold on and it's kind of like removing yourself from distractions or not letting the outside world distract you from your thoughts or your inner world in that way. And they want to be that for you. Now that Wheel of Fortune, again, the Tower comes through to kind of shake things up, to wake things up, clear the slate, right? Clean the slate for new things to come. And it doesn't always feel fun or pleasant at the time when these things get kind of shooken up in our world. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying that there's other things coming on or coming into your life at this time. Things are falling off the wheel to make space for new things to come through. And these changes that are happening in your life right now are helping to alleviate you of the weight that you've been carrying for so long, weight of the world on your shoulders, perhaps. And your pet is here in this moment as you go through a major shift and change and transition in your life. They're here for that reason exactly, to help accompany you through it. So I definitely feel that your pet at this time is a guide, because it's helping, their presence is here to help support you and guide you through these changes. And the Wheel of Fortune's energy, oftentimes we just have to surrender. We have to go with the flow. We have to go with the wheel of change, allow the changes to lead where they may, and surrender to them as well. And it can be overwhelming, but your pet was brought into your life for this specific moment. And they're assisting you through it. And for some of you, again, it's the feeling of there were dramatic circumstances leading up to you encountering them. And they're thankful that no matter what brought you together, it managed to bring you together. And that they're happy that it did. But let's see what this card says. Okay, it says, Mandrake Spirit, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. Okay, spring is a symbol of new life. So keep yourself deeply rooted as, safe and secure within yourself as you go through things in your journey at this time. But it's with the understanding that new is on the way. And sometimes the old has to fall away, leave, and conclude, fall out of your life in order to make space for new things to grow and new life to flourish, right? Because that's the energy of spring. Let's see if we can get a card from the Whispering Woods Oracle as well. Whoa, what was that? I felt one flip over. Okay, 2 of them. All right. What do we have here? Uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Yeah, that is the feeling of things kind of being with the wheel. Like I said, up in the air. Sometimes we got to just surrender and go with the flow and see where it takes us. Because oftentimes it's trying to lead us to something better. And we're just in the middle of it, right? You're in between the old and the new. You got one foot in the old timeline, one foot in the new timeline. And you're making the transition into all this new energy. But there's a lot you got to let go in the process of shifting into the new. And there's new life about to come your way, right? And your dog or your cat or whatever pet that you have is here in your life right now. They chose to, like, it kind of feels like their higher self chose to be with you in this moment through these shifts and changes, to accompany you and to be that support. That's why they're in your life, to help guide you through these changes. Okay? And to ease your mind, your heart, as you go through it. But there is uncertainty as you go through shifts, because you don't necessarily always know where it's going to lead you. But this card is saying the shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Because think about it. The tower energy, the dust, right? The dust always settles. And it's only after the dust settles do we see things clearly. So it's very reminiscent of the fog lifting. Okay? Look at that. Opportunities unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. Opportunities, new life, spring. Spring is coming, right? Opportunities are on the way. It's just, you just could be going through some changes right now, and you might not see it, but your pet is here to help accompany you, guide you, and help you navigate through it. Because there are new things on the way. Opportunities. Open doors opening up to you. But you're in the process of releasing all of this right now. And it's big. These are big changes taking place for you. And the feeling is your pet is just happy that they can be part of it, that they can be here to help. Okay, so let's see if we can grab from the Divine Dog Wisdom cards as a final message. Yeah, I feel like a lot of what you're going through right now, it's just clearing the space for new opportunities and new things to blossom and bloom in your life, right? And the feeling I keep getting is that your pet knows and knew that you would need them at this time. Because when you're having a rough day, they want to be that thing that helps melt all your worries away. And help you feel a little lighter, right? Help you drop the yoke over here with the Ten of Wands, so you don't have that feeling of stress or being overwhelmed by whatever's happening, right? So let's see. Wow, that flew. Look at that. Oh, I freaking love this. Yeah. Playfulness, just for fun. They want to kind of, again, be that lighthearted energy to wipe all your cares away. Maybe they want you to have more fun with them, so that way you aren't overworked, you aren't overwhelmed with that Ten of Wands, that you aren't so focused on everything happening around you right now. Again, they want to, with that Two of Swords, I was getting the vibe of distract you. They want to distract you from all those things. They want to be the distraction for you, because they see all the things that you've been through, all the changes that you're maybe currently going through, and they want to be that distraction for you. So it's like, let them, right? Let them. Go play with them. Go have a little bit of fun with them, so they can distract you from the weight of the world that maybe you're feeling right now, or distract you from your problems if you're going through something right now, or distract you from the uncertainty of the unknown and where all these changes are leading you. But what they want to tell you and get across to you is that these changes are shifting you out of this energy, but it's so that way new things can come your way. And they're here to help guide you to those new things. So it's like mom, dad, the feeling is, please don't focus on everything that's happening around you right now. Like, let's go have some fun together. Like that's where your focus should be. Drop the weight of the world that you're feeling on your shoulders right now. Let's go have some fun. Let's go play. Who cares about problems, right? Who cares about that right now? I want to distract you. So you know what? The feeling is here. If your pet, let's say if you, I don't know, if you have a dog, okay, example. Or if you have a cat, I mean, cats are very playful. No matter what it is, if your pet comes to you to give you a ball or, you know, toss a toy your way or something, if they're initiating play with you, this is why. They don't want you to be focused on those things happening all around you right now that cause you this 10 of Wands energy to feel overwhelmed and burdened. They don't want you to focus on that. They want you to shift your focus away from that and focus on the present and surrendering a little bit to the things you can't control by having more fun with them, by playing with them. So when they initiate play, they're doing it so they can lighten your mood and to help you and to heal you through having more fun. Right? And it's also this feeling of trying to prepare your energy for the new things on the way. Because the Wheel of Fortune is trying to lead you to something better. But in order to lead you to the better, right, and the new opportunities, right, you have to kind of allow those things, those burdens and those weights to fall away. You have to let the dust settle and let those things clear out of the way. But the last thing you want to do is give them your energy as they're trying to, right, fall away. And that's why your pet is trying to initiate play, because they don't want you to focus on the things that are leaving your life. They want you to focus on the now, because it feels like it's going to speed up the process of those new things to come. All right. So let's grab some dice. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice. The dice numbers, right, that show up are angel numbers, and they can confirm a lot of what I've already said in this reading and or provide you with a message that maybe you need personally. That happens a lot where the angel numbers confirm things already shared in the reading, which I always find magical. But anyhow, you let me know if it does. But I don't give you a source to look up the number because it could be one you don't like. And I never also want to imply that one source is better over another, because there's many on the internet. And I'm sure that the universe and Great Spirit will guide you to the ones that has the connection that you need, right, to resonate with your heart. If it connects with you that way, please go with that one. Trust your intuition when it comes to that. I also don't want to give you a shortcut to a number interpretation, because I want you to find the magic for yourself. Sometimes when we take the journey to research things for ourselves, we come across other serendipity and synchronicity we need to find. And if I gave you a shortcut, I might totally rob you of that experience, and I don't want that to happen. Likewise, I try to remind everybody to please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We don't ever want to rob anybody of finding that magic for themselves. So yeah, let's see what angel number comes up for you for this reading. Pile number 3. 1. I love that, because that's telling us new things are on the way, right? 0. Whoa. Kind of reminds you of a 10, right? 1, 0, 10. And you have 2 10s. So we know that things are concluding for you. We know that you're closing out a cycle and a journey. And your pet is here to accompany you through those shifts and changes in a positive way, in a healing, happy way. So when life gets you down, right, go play with your pet. Go play with your dog, right? That's the message here. They want you to do that instead. Place your focus elsewhere. 2. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there we go. So 1, 0, 2. And you know what? 2 is an energy of union, companionship, right? And we have 2 little doggies in the card. So, I mean, that's just symbolic for me of like you and them having fun together, you and them playing together and just enjoying each other's company, right? So anyhow, look up that number 102. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. To support this channel, like, share, subscribe. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive readings that I put out for members only. You could also support what I do here by visiting my Etsy store. The Etsy shop link is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have really cool handmade crystal jewelry that I make by hand in my free time. Oftentimes, I also will make crafts, maybe little paintings and stuff that I put out at my Etsy shop, on my Etsy shop as well when I have time. I also have personal readings there too when I'm available. My availability is pretty limited, but I try my best to get a few options out there once in a while for those who are interested. So it's just a matter of checking me out there on my Etsy shop, see what's available. If you're interested in a reading, if you see one available, you can purchase it at any time. So much love to you. Pile number 3 viewers, this is your reading. Take care and always keep shining.